Welcome to Muncie, Indiana, home of the Ball State Cardinals, and we're looking forward to this matchup, and certainly the fans are showing that they are as well. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the MAC, the Ball State Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Cardinals will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Longhorns offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he comes just jogging onto the field, but what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Grab behind the line. It's Golden. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They try to pop a run on the draw. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Back to throw, it's Ewers. Makes the grab on the left. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
2nd down coming up. On the move. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the 1st? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. So Ball State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Off play action. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And you can see the defensive coordinator so upset after that play because everybody on his side is thinking it's going to be a run on 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the 50, but you need guys in the back end to just step up in that situation. If they throw the football, someone's got to make a play. You couldn't get it done, and now you've got 1st and goal in your own end.
The Cardinals have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The give. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Mano-a-mano, the offensive line gets it done. Driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're just about ready to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Yeah, and I like his shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to pass, it's Ewers. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Longhorns will hustle to the line. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides, but you got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle, and they did right there.
The Longhorns trying to cash it in on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Brings up second and goal.
Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown Longhorns! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Number 7 in the end zone.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
Splits those uprights right in half. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And the Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A strike downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Now the play fake. Makes the catch. It's slow. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Here's the handoff. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
He's got that bayou speed, like I run bayou. You don't call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Second down coming up.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move, it's Blue. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. To the air, it's Ewers. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Of 8. Brings up 2nd down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll leave it with him. The Longhorns get it past the sticks. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
Texas. 7.
They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the offense. After the run, now to throw. Finds his tight end. Still running at the 40. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Going up top on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Golden. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Ewers. Working that left side now. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
The play action fake. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page. Now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Splits the uprights, it's good.
That makes the score Ball State 14, Texas 10.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ball State gets it back, the offense headed to the field. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive...
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes a move. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. And he's knocked down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's held. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success, and really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Got it behind the line. It's Bond. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Trying to get to him. On the move, he fires. Makes a connection. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
I love running backs that have a nose to the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finish it off with the score from the 4.
Ball State, 14.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Kick it off.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. On the run, it's slow. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
That's another Ball State 1st down.
And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. Didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. All wideouts, no backs. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got him downfield. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he got loose, it was all over.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They're trying to get to it. Safe completion on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Back to the line after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 37. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just...
Throws toward the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Scanning the field, it's Ewers. Feeling some heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Looking for space. It's slow. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Took a shot as he threw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. He's looking to throw. And they got him for the sack. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Texas.
This is a 3rd and long. Little touch pass to the receiver. Still on his feet at the 35.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, what a scene there in Muncie. What a fine performance we've seen. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Schumann Stadium.
Start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down touchdown scoring right here would be huge.
On second down, he'll fire. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And the Cardinals want to move quickly. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Caught in the backfield, it's slow. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Bond. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Marked down at the 26-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it to the right side. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice gain to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Bond.
The pass on 1st down. Caught by the receiver. Picks up 7. Brings up 2nd down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. He wants to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Back to throw, it's Ewers. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Going to take a shot at this DB. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's looking deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's off to the races. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ball State. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And boy, did they finish with a huge play in the passing game, scoring from 85 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Line getting set on second down. Dropping back, it's Ewers. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
They'll give it to the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Fast motion from the offense. Off the play fake. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Number 23.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Set to kickoff.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd down, going up top. Fires to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
The Cardinals send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got great speed. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes the Texas offense. Using his legs, it's Blue. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Power football with the run.
With the carry, it's the run back.
The pirouette on the run.
Brings up 2nd down.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
Texas 42. Ball State 21.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back on the move. knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Caught behind the line. It's Moore. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The RPO, it's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And the Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Texas! And the beatdown has ensued.
Number 23.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to kick it away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. To the air on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. Quick strike complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. unloads to the wideout. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. He's got the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
And the Cardinals are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. They're bringing heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. They're going to throw it again. Scrambling away. On the move at the 30. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away and you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And it's caught! Touchdown, Ball State!
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
Right down the boulevard. So an 82-yard drive there. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Off the play fake on first down. He's got an open man. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Pollard.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why off.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And the stomping has commenced.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Ball State 28.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the 4th quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man to the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Here's a throw downfield late. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Offense getting set for first down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Going to the running game. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
I think you run that ball right there knowing that I'm going to run it again on 4th down. I'm going to go for it on 4th down. I got another play. Nice job by that defensive line, not getting moved around, making a play. They got to get one more stand right here.
Today's final score, Texas 56,